Firefighter Calc allows you to create any configuration and see the pressure drop calculations for each item. Let's take a look at the app now. To move between elements in the configuration, we can simply tap on them. I'll tap on the engine. Or we can slide the whole configuration left and right. To return to the hose, I'll tap on that. As you can see in this example, we have a 32 psi loss across the hose. To take a look at that formula behind that calculation, we simply tap on 32 loss. In blue, we can see the formulas used. We can also see all of the variables used in those formulas to come up with the 32 psi loss. To return to the previous page, we click on Line in the upper left corner. To change any of the settings for this particular element in the line, we tap on the parameters at the top of the page. Let's change the 1 3/4 inch diameter to 2.5. Click Save. And we'll change the 90 feet to 200 and save. And return back to the line, and we can see our pressure loss is now 16 psi. To add items to the line, we simply drag them up from the footer. Let's add a Y appliance after our hose in the line, and a hose in front of our nozzle. Just as we can set parameters for the engine and the hoses, we can also set parameters for the nozzles. Let's take a look at that. This nozzle is set for a fog stream. We'll tap on the parameters to see what we can change. We can change the nozzle from fog to solid stream. And of course, once we set solid stream, we can change the nozzle diameter as well. So I'll tap on that and select 1 inch and save. Tap on Line to return to the line. This leaves us with a very manageable 93 pounds of reaction on that solid stream nozzle. Let's take a look at the calculation behind that. So we simply tap on that and see the formula behind that. Tap on Line to return. One of the powerful features of Firefighter Calc is the ability to enter custom hose coefficients if you have those. Let's take a look at doing that now. To change the custom hose coefficients, we go into the settings page and select custom hose coefficients. Let's change the 15.5 coefficient for the 1 3/4 hose. Let's make that 17 and hit save. Return to the settings page and back to the line. So we've made a change to the custom hose coefficient for the 1 3/4 inch line, but we haven't applied that to our configuration. To make this hose use that custom coefficient, we go into the parameters for that hose and we simply select Custom under Coefficients. Now when we return to the line, we can see that the pressure loss has changed from 15 to 16. And if we go into the pressure drop page, we can see the reason for that change, and of course that's because we're using a coefficient for that hose of 17 where it was previously 15.5. If we return to the line, to remove an item from the line, we simply drag it away from that line. Let's remove the Y appliance. And you can see dragging that away also takes with it the hose and the nozzle, which of course makes sense since they wouldn't have anything to connect to. We release that Y appliance, and now we see the option to confirm the deletion of the Y and the branch items or cancel it. So we'll delete, and they're removed. Thank you for listening to this video. If you have any questions, please contact me at steven@uiinsight.com.